the route back, same idea here. Let me start with the big picture. So here's Juarez and El Paso here at the bottom, and then of course I made my way back up to Rio Rancho. Let me zoom in a little here at the bottom. So you can see here I started bright and early in El Paso and went north until I got to Las Cruces, and that's where I turned off. So instead of taking highway or Interstate 25 back, this time I went east and went right past White Sands. In fact, I remember this section really well. There were some bicyclists making this run all the way to White Sands, and I thought, wow, that's a long way to go on a bicycle. One person I saw even had a recumbent bike. Anyway, so some of this was a little dull. It was just straight and flat, and there wasn't much to see. White Sands I could see some of the White Sand dunes to my left, and the White Sands National Park, of course, is right about here. But I didn't have time to stop, and it was a long day as it was, and I didn't have time to stop and visit the park. And then I ended up in Alamagordo, and then I went further east, and right away I was going up through the mountains. This was really beautiful. I'm not sure what this mountain range is called, but I do end up, here is Ruidoso, so I know you can't hardly see that. But this was gorgeous. See if I can zoom in. You can sort of see the word Ruidoso there. And here's Ruidoso Downs. And then further north, what town is that? Carrazo or something. About here, I know I was taking largely, sort of back roads, I guess. I wasn't on a major interstate. This was kind of dull too. The couple-hour section here there just was nothing there. The roads you see were pretty straight. Sometimes they turned, 90 degrees, but there wasn't much to see. I did take a little bit of video there. And then I stopped in Mountainair and took a real break, and that felt good. And then you can see I went further north. I was getting closer to home. I'll zoom in a little bit here. And I'm in some areas here that are kind of a national forest. So things got a little bit more interesting and a little hillier and such until I got, up into the city area. This was Route 66 here, this horizontal section. This is the old famous Route 66. So I was on that instead of the Highway 40 interstate. And then made my way back home. The whole day you can see here was 376 miles. And 8.5 hours. It took me longer than that. That's actual drive time. I made some stops for lunch and snacks and gas and things. This was actually, this is about as long as I want to drive. It's a pretty long day. I think the most I've ever done in a day was about 400 miles. I was pretty beat. This time I wasn't that tired. I was actually doing pretty well. I could have really gone a little bit further, but it also felt good to be done and be off the bike too. All right. So this is Miss Jackie, Miss Jacqueline Kennedy. Hi, Jackie. And you like the kitchen, and you particularly like breakfast time. Oh, what's on the counter? Something good, maybe? Just a sugar bowl. How you doing, baby girl?
She's not dressed yet.
Jackie.
Yeah.
Does she usually go by Jackie or Miss Kennedy?
Well, she likes to be called Mrs. Kennedy, but Jackie's fine.
Oh, and she's got her formal pearls because she likes to look.
Pearls are always appropriate.
That's right. It's never the wrong time.
Never the wrong time for
pearls.
Tennis, skiing, anything. It's always a good time.
Laser focused on breakfast.
It's on the butter.
Right after I leave?
Probably.
No? All right. I don't care anyway. I was just giving you a hard time.
What? No. Oh.
All right. Take care, guys.
Take care.
All right, I'm off to head home. All right, I'm north of Las Cruces, and I am on a highway heading toward Alamagordo, and it looks like I'm going through some kind of wildlife refuge area. So I'm gonna
be on alert for anything that might be on the road, any hazards. And I know I'm going past the White Sands range. There's like a White Sands missile range and eventually the White Sands Park, but I don't know if I'll be able to see much of the White Sands themselves from the highway, and I'm not going to have time today to visit the park. So, yeah, but I didn't realize it because I hadn't looked at an elevation map, but I think the route here to Alamagordo is going to go up in altitude for a good while. I don't know if it'll go down again before I reach Alamagordo, or if Alamagordo is high elevation. So this route might be a little, a little dull. I'm not sure. Maybe the mountains will be beautiful, but it looked like kind of a straight shot to Alamagordo. So I don't know what to expect. I'll try to turn the camera on if I have some pretty areas to shoot. Oh wow, this is really pretty. Oh my god, I didn't expect this. Ooh, I can see really far. I don't think this is going to get captured on video, but wow, this is really beautiful. Yeah, here's another area where, boy, I feel like I can see for 1,000 miles. Until it just disappears into a haze. Oh, it's pretty amazing. And I'm going down in altitude. I can feel it in my ears. You can see some of the White Sands dunes right here. I don't know if I'm going to get a better look at them further on, but apparently they're all made of silica. Pretty interesting. Alright, I just got to the outskirts of Alamagordo. I'm going to fill up while I'm here. Now the temperature is dropping. It's only 65 degrees or so. I keep going up in altitude, but it's beautiful up here. Oh, it got colder, about 60 degrees, so I stopped and put on my my lighter jacket. And now I'm going down in altitude, so it'll get warmer. Although it's kind of breezy right now, so it still feels kind of cold. But it's so beautiful and green here, I had to turn on the camera and show some of this. All right, I just stopped here in Ruidoso. Had a small sandwich and put some more sunscreen on my arms. Boy, the weather is pretty perfect. 70 degrees, sunny, no threat of rain, and I filled up my gas, so I might even be at a point where at this point I could get all the way home without filling up. Well, I know from the video you can't really tell, but I am going down pretty steep. Down a pretty deep descent here. I thought I'd do a quick check-in and mention that I've been riding for a couple of hours with this same landscape, and I'm a little bit short, a little bit below Mountainair, so I'm going to stop there and take a break and just get off the bike for a while. The weather is just about perfect. It's a little breezy, but not like yesterday. And but it's, yeah, it's a little monotonous. The same landscape here. Not much for trees. Sometimes I'll make a 90-degree turn, go for a while, but it's been about the same for the last hour and a half or so. Thanks. Nice to meet you. Have a good one.
You too.
Be safe.
Try and keep the shiny side up.
Rubber side down, as they say. Yep. Looks like a cute little town. I'm getting a little bit closer to home, and right now I'm on the famous Route 66. And I'm heading west. Alright, well, I'm in Rio Rancho, and what is it, 5:30 almost? I think I'm going to stop and get a sandwich to take home because I don't have any food at home. But almost there. Looks like 10 minutes away, I guess. So, alright, I'm almost home. You see the sun's getting low. It's about almost 6 o'clock. It's a fun trip, but it's also nice to get home. All right, so I am back. Ooh, I got to get this sweatshirt off. And yeah, it was a great trip. It's good to be back. Let me see. I'm curious how many miles, because I did record. I was doing this track. Okay, so as you can see here, 693 miles, 14 hours, 50 minutes, I guess, of run time, 12 hours and 56 minutes of moving time. Oh, anyway. Oh, there's a compass here, so if I flip over to this during a ride, I can check direction. That's kind of nice. Oh, it has some average speeds and things. Anyway, so yeah, almost 700 miles. Yeah, so fun trip. Good to be back. I hope you liked the video and some of the editing efforts. And if you did, leave a comment. I love comments. All right, that's all. Thanks.